Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. I hope this message finds you well and thriving and doing the best that you can. It's your girl Muadi, and I'm here with another edition of Live by Design, a program where I hope you will find information that is informative, inspiring, and insightful. Today, I have a question for you. Do you have a big, bold goal for 2025? I'm thinking, and I've been thinking for these last couple of weeks, that I didn't have one up until yesterday. For the last 2 years, I have been on a quest or on the road, on the path to test for my black belt. So 2 years ago, I tested for my first Dan. Last October, I tested for my second degree black belt. And those have been my two big, bold goals for 2 consecutive years. And I successfully passed the test for both, but it was such a grueling and rewarding experience. And I didn't really reflect on what it meant to me until over the sort of holiday break that we went through. I was doing some reflection on New Year's Eve, and I realized that, getting a first degree and a second degree, those were long-term goals of mine. I went back through some of my old goal sheets, and that black belt one had been on there for a while, more than 10 years, to be honest. And so when I accomplished that first degree, I thought, wow, I'm at the top of the mountain. And then I was invited to test for second. And when it was done, I just was starting to think, well, what's next? I know I'm going to test for third degree, but that invitation is not going to come for another 2 to 3 years. So, and I'm going to continue to train. I'm training like I'm going to be testing this year because, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. But I thought to myself, I want another big goal, a bold goal, because testing for my black belt really changed me. It made me confront a lot of things. I'm probably on the upper scale of the oldest person I pretty much was the oldest female, almost oldest woman that tested amongst my group. I dare say maybe there was one woman that was older than me, definitely usually one of the older women in class. And so to be able to test for first and second Dan was very, very it was stressful, but very invigorating at the same time. And it changed me. It pushed me mentally, physically, emotionally in ways that I didn't expect. And I found in retrospect that there was a lot of carryover into my business. The confidence that I gained from preparing for those tests really showed up in other places, in business calls that I was able to make and deals I was able to broker and things that I had to confront. I know for a fact that the person that I became in the process of testing for my first and second degree black belts, that person was bolder. And I've always been a loud person. I've always been kind of bold, but even me, somebody who was already loud and pretty confident, it pushed me. It made me confront some fears. It made me confront some limitations that I thought I had. It turns out that I didn't have. And so I was like, this year, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Like, I can't test for third Dan for a couple of years. What else can I do to push myself? And then it occurred to me yesterday. I went to ballet at the Boston Ballet here in Boston. And when I was at the bar, it just washed over me. My big, bold goal for this year, for 2025, you ready? I'm going to take company class with Complexion Contemporary Ballet Company when we open at the Joyce in November. Woo! Saying it out loud is giving me anxiety, but that's what I'm going to do. I have loved Complexions since before there was a Complexions. We opened in 1994 in New York. I was a volunteer then and volunteered consistently for this company for 30 years. I'm now the executive director, so I get to see firsthand these phenomenal dancers who come in here and kill it every time. I love the work. I love the choreography. I think Dwight Rhoda is a frigging genius when it comes to choreography, and I've always wanted to do his work. And I used to fantasize, to be honest. I'm telling all my business now. When I first met them, Dwight, the founders, Dwight and Desmond, when they were teaching ballet class, modern class, in here in Boston, I was like, dang, I want to dance with them. I want to do this choreography because it was just amazing. It was amazing. But I never pursued dance as a profession. I danced a little bit locally, but never at that level. Wasn't encouraged to do so. I'm the first generation Congolese American. My parents didn't come over here from Congo for their child to be a dancer. You come from Africa, you're a teacher, a doctor, or a lawyer, or all three at the same time, but you're sure not going to be a dancer. So I never pursued it, never thought about it, which is cool. I'm happy with my life. I like what I do. And I get to be in close proximity with these genius choreographers and these phenomenal dancers, on a regular basis. So I've got that part of it, of the dance world in my bones. But I want to get on that stage. And I don't know why. Yes, I do know why. Because of the person that I'm going to become in the process. I have no intention of auditioning for a dance company. That's not my dream. That's not my goal anymore. I love my life. I love what I do. But I also know, that I love dance and I love this company and I love his work. I'm still here. I got 2 feet. I still take class. I'm going to take class with them in November for 2 reasons. One is because I want to get up there and just have that feeling, but also because of the person that I'm going to become in the process of doing this. The person that I became in the process of training for my black belt tests is very different than the person that I was before those tests. I'm bolder now. I'm more confident. I step now into spaces that I hadn't stepped into before differently. It changes you. When you push yourself to achieve something, to get out of your comfort zone and try something that you've never done before, it changes you for the better. And after you've achieved that goal, that person that you become, it stays with you. So all of the things, all the ways that I've changed, all the ways that I've grown, all the ways that I've transformed are still with me, but those changes need to be nourished. That transformation, I still need to be challenged. Otherwise, I'm going to plateau, or maybe even go backwards. So I know that I need to keep putting myself in spaces where I am striving for something different, where I'm striving for something new, something that I've never done before, something very public, right? That I'm telling people that I'm going to do. So there's some accountability, and that's it. I'm going to take class. Now, I didn't tell the artistic directors yet. I guess they'll find out. They don't watch my show, so they won't find out till I'm on that stage. That'll be our little secret. But I'm going to do it. That means I have to change my schedule. That means I have to get in my ballet classes while still training with Taekwondo, while still doing my Bikram yoga classes. But that means I'm going to have to change the way I eat. I'm going to have to change the way my morning routine. Things are going to have to change. I'm going to have to find new ways of doing things so that I can maintain what needs to be maintained, so I can build what needs to be built, so I can get up there in November and get on that stage. Now, just to be clear, I'm only doing the bar. I'm not going across the floor. That's a little too much for me. But I'm going to do that bar. What about you? Right? What about you? What are you going to do? It's 2025. Some people didn't make it. Some people right now are really struggling, and they need our support. They need our best. They need the best of us. They need our best self. They need our most powerful self, our most resourceful self. They need our mindset. They need our resources. They need our help. And in order for us to be able to help others, we need to be at our best. And the way we get to our best is by putting ourselves in uncomfortable situations that force us to grow, that force us to change, that force us to look at the world and ourselves differently. So for me, getting up on that bar, what I'm going to need to do to change and transform myself mentally, physically, and emotionally, to be able to stand on a bar next to those dancers in front of a master choreographer and take class, it's going to take a lot. I have to change my mindset. I've got to push to something a little bit higher. I'm doing it in my business too. I joined a coaching program that cost me a pretty penny. But it's a bold move because I have big, bold dreams, and it requires bold action. So I want you to think about for yourself, and I want you to share in the comments below. You can email me, you can DM me. What is your big goal? What is your big, bold, bodacious goal for 2025? What are you going to do? What can you commit to do to change yourself, to elevate, to bring yourself up into a new way of being, to come into the upper room where the air is a little bit cleaner and it's not as crowded because most people don't want to do the work to get up here? What are you going to do? In your personal life, in your finances, in your relationships, in your health and wellness, pick some space that you can figure out something that you want to do that you've never done before, but it's in your power to do if you do the necessary things and set that for your goal for yourself and get laser beam focused on it and make it happen. Because the person that you become in the process of getting that goal, making that goal a reality, that person that you become will improve and have the skill set to improve every aspect of your life. We're going to think big this year. We're going to be bold this year. I know it's, January 14th. The month is halfway over, but I didn't want to come to you with some okey doke message. I wanted to come to you with something authentic, something real that I was going to do, that I was going to ask and invite you to join me in doing. I want you to join me, not on stage with Complexions taking class, but I want you to join me in finding your big, bodacious goal for 2025 and share it with me. If you need help, and you're a woman, I'm doing a workshop, my Women's Worth workshop. At the end of this month, there's a description below. You can join me. You can email me. You can DM me. If you have a question for me that you think I can help, that I can answer to help you in making your goal come to fruition, hit me up because I want to support you, okay? This is 2025. Some folks didn't make it. That's just the truth. But we're here. And we're here to live out not just what is meant for us, but to live out on behalf of those who didn't make it to this year. Okay? So I want you to think about, what is your big, bodacious goal? My goal, and I'm going to take a picture of myself on stage, and I'm going to share it with you when I actually do it. My goal, to take company class with Complexions Contemporary Ballet in November at the Joyce Theater. I'm going to let you know when it's happening, and you're going to be my accountability partners. I'm going to send you a picture so you know that I did it. Now, what about you? Hit me up. You can comment below, email me, DM me, text me. Let me know. What's your big goal? The purpose of life is to continuously elevate, improve, and grow. And that does not happen in the comfort zone. It does not come from our day-to-day, same old, same old. It comes from putting us in situations that demand more of us because there's more in us. That's what I'm doing this year, and that's what I want you to do too, all right? I'm going to do my best to come to you weekly with my updates about how I'm doing with my training and some other things that I think you might find interesting. But in the meantime, I want you to tell me, what is your big, bodacious goal, all right? That's it. That's my message. I'm sending prayers and good thoughts to anybody who's affected by what's happening in California. If you know anybody that has a reputable space to donate or give resources, please let me know so that I can share it on my platform and I can share it with others. To everybody in Boston who is suffering from the loss of our precious Kyrie, I'm sending you love, and I'm sending you some joy, and I'm sending you some positivity, and I'm sending you this command. I'm sending you this request, rather. Live for him. Whatever it is that you think he's not able to do, whatever dreams of his you believe he was not able to achieve because he's no longer with us, go out and get yours. Go out and live your dreams. Go out and live your best life on his behalf. That's how we're going to honor him. All right? That's it for now. I haven't been here for a while, so I think I'm going to let y'all go. Have a great, fantastic week. I'll see you next week with an update on my plans. And, any other thoughts that are on my mind. Till then, take care of yourself and the people that you love, and I will see you soon. Bye.